How was your quarantine?
Oh, I forgot to unmute. Basically, at the start of the quarantine, I really didn't think much of it because I thought, oh well, it's just work on the computer. I mean, it's easier than going around classes and actually doing like paperwork and stuff. It couldn't be that bad, right? Um, but then, as I guess we ease more into the quarantine, it was like Kate was saying, it's like should I take this seriously? Should I not take this seriously? It's like this kind of split between that, and the thing is, it was really difficult for me to organize my time specifically and actually motivate myself to do things because at this point I was just thinking, hey, I was just laying in bed and just being like, hey, we're in a literal pandemic right now. Like, what does it matter? Like, if I do something, like, you know, at the end, like, we're still in a pandemic. Like, when are we going to go back to school? And then all these thoughts are just like kind of racing in your head, right? Um, and it's difficult to motivate yourself, definitely. So you got to like find ways to do that. And for me, I think my friends are like, I guess one of my main support systems that that are really help, and I'm really grateful for that. So I think that I guess staying close to your support system and finding ways to communicate with your friends and people you usually see through school, just find ways to communicate, find ways to like post voice chats or like video calls, because the little things they really help. And I guess if you're looking at other people actually, doing things during the quarantine, then that motivates you. And I think it's interesting. I mean, it's important to keep in mind that um, you got to do things little by little. Like, it's okay. We are in a literal pandemic right now, and it's okay if you are not necessarily as productive as you thought you would be. So it's okay to take a step back, and it's okay to do things step by step.
Well said. And yeah, when it comes to online school, the one thing I realized was like the idea of just going to a place and knowing that your purpose there is to learn is so much different from just having to learn on your own. Because you know that when you get to school on time and when you sit down in that seat and the teacher's in front of you and your peers are around you, you know you're there to learn. But then when you're at home and sitting in front of a computer all day, all of a sudden, all of that learning, it doesn't feel like schoolwork anymore. It feels like homework. And of course, as we all know, homework, just the idea of doing homework just feels not enough, I guess, compared to doing it in school where you know that the purpose is to actually do that work.